literally. In a land of likes, leggings, and lattes comes a podcast hosted by two basic beings, Becca and Maddie. This is the Basic Bee Podcast.
All right. Hi, guys. Welcome to the first episode of the Basic Bee Podcast. In this episode, take it away.
We are going to just talk about our goals for the shows, of course, introduce each other, and basically do this end of segment called Misconnections, where, you could have met someone and you don't even know. This misconnection can be you. So listen up.
We're hoping to be matchmakers
through
this podcast.
Unfortunately, most of them are kind of creepy. So just if you do meet somebody, make sure you bring pepper spray and just a tool of self-defense.
Yeah, pepper spray is a must. I actually just ordered mine off Amazon, and it's purple.
Oh, you can get cute stuff. That's self-defense.
Okay, so if it's a little rocky, just be gracious with us because it's literally our first time ever recording a podcast.
First episode, first time, everything, yep.
And I'm going to try to control my flatulence because I'm drinking a soda.
Yeah.
Burps are considered flatulence, right?
I'm not sure, but
it's
sure,
gas.
We'll go with it, yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so both of us are going to introduce each other, and we haven't heard each other's introduction, so I'm going to say a little bit about Becca, and she's going to say a little bit about me, Maddie. By the way, our names are Becca Jones.
I just realized we hadn't said that yet.
Yeah, so Becca Jones and Maddie Hogan. Yes, those are our real names.
You know my name is Becca O'Brien now, though, right?
Oh, I forgot.
I got married a year ago.
I forgot. Okay, ignore that.
That's fine.
Oops.
I'm not important, the last name. I haven't changed it on my credit cards yet.
It's still basic.
Yes.
O'Brien is still basic.
I mean, they're all basic. Absolutely.
I literally didn't even register that in my brain.
Well, I didn't change my driver's license till October. So I've been, slow on changing my name. I don't even think it's changed with my school yet. So,
Well, okay, so just for the record, my name is Maddie Hogan. Her name is Becca O'Brien. Yes. We thought that our names were very basic, so it kind of matches the theme. But anyway, absolutely. I'm going to start us off with my introduction of Becca. So Becca is one of my oldest friends. We met at church when I was 9 and she was 11. And since then, she's just been in my life and one of my best friends. I got to look at my notes here. So I think an important detail is that I wore a lot of your clothes growing up.
Yeah, for sure.
We both are tall, kind of. So she gave me a lot of pants that fit me because it was really hard to find tall pants.
Oh my gosh, it still is.
Yeah, but she was always super generous with her clothes, her milk, not from her boob, and her fridge. I was notorious for drinking all their milk whenever I came over.
That's what you're known for.
Yeah, and then I got to give a speech at her wedding, last year, right?
Yep.
Okay, I couldn't remember what month that was. January. No, December.
It was in January.
Okay, it was at the turn of January, right?
Yeah, it was January 11th.
Okay,
yeah. That's
why I was getting confused. Man, I'm a bad friend.
No, you're fine. You did great.
Wait, I'm not done.
I meant at the wedding.
Oh. Okay. Okay, the next part is going to be a bit more about her because that's important. Okay, she is getting her master's in HR. Okay. Yeah. I don't even really know what that means, but I just know it's business-like.
Yes, business.
You are currently working at a car dealership and paying your way through college. You are married, obviously, as we discussed, and you have a dog and a cat.
Yes.
And you are actually from Florida, but you moved to Indiana, which is where we are, when you were a kid. I don't know how old.
11, when we met.
I was one of your first Indiana friends.
Then. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, and then, just to wrap up her introduction, she's just been that constant friend in my life, a loyal companion. I feel bad because you're usually the one to text me first. I kind of lay in hiding, but you forced me to, come out of my shell sometimes. And you're just really funny, warm, dependable. And a good cook.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, that's it.
Okay, so mine is a little shorter.
Sorry, I have a lot of details in there.
No, you're fine. So this is Maddie. She's an amazing young woman who is constantly inspiring me. Like she said, we met at church all those years ago, and we were both the same dorky, goofy, awkward people, and it just matched right away.
We sang a lot of church songs together.
Yeah, it was a good time. She's been able to overcome any obstacle that's thrown her way. She's great at doing the hoedown, throwdown from Hannah Montana.
Ditto.
And is an amazing singer. Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you. She is so creative and so basic.
Yeah, you're basic too.
Thank you. She is my confident best friend and now co-podcaster.
Oh my gosh.
That's
Yours
it.
was way better.
Well, I
Like,
feel
it
like
was more elevatory. It was like...
Well, I do write all these papers, so I have like...
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
you have more practice.
Yeah, I have to write like an autobiography of myself, so like every 6 weeks. I just copy and paste it at this point, though.
That... I don't know how you have the wherewithal in your brain to write a paper that much.
Oh, you get used to it, unfortunately. It's cool.
But anyway, we've known each other for how long?
It's been 14 years now, 14, 15 years.
That is weird.
I'm going to be 26 this year, so.
And I'm going to be 24.
Yeah, you're 2 years younger than me. So.
I always thought it was more. I don't know why.
I don't know.
Even though we act like the same age, I think, a little bit.
I just can't ever get over when we were kids, we would do the strobe light by flipping on and off the light switch.
We thought
we were cool.
hip-hop dancers
Yeah.
in her mom's craft room.
Mm-hmm. It's true. And I mean, we were in our own
We were.
light. We were as basic as they come, even at that young age.
Yeah, we had the Hannah Montana 2 album.
Mm-hmm.
What was that called? Meet Miley Cyrus.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of introduced me to Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I love Taylor Swift.
You love the Jonas Brothers. I
Oh my
hate
gosh.
them.
I love
I don't know. I can't explain the hatred, but yeah. Okay, anyway. So, we are going to ask each other questions now.
Okay.
Maybe you should go first.
Okay.
Should we switch on and off?
Yeah, let's switch on and off.
Okay.
So this is going to tell me a lot about you, I think, and tell our audience of maybe 5 people at this point a lot about you.
Maybe.
Do you put your towel in the dirty laundry after you shower?
I don't.
Me neither. Okay. Yeah. I mean,
I reuse it like 20 times.
really, I wash our towels once a week, but my mom and them, they like will put the towel in the laundry, and I was like, you're clean. You're just getting water off you. That's like a dish towel. Why wouldn't you
Exactly.
do that?
And I'm not like wiping with it.
Yeah.
So there's not like fecal matter on there.
I mean, I would hope that you scrubbed good in the shower.
Yeah, but no, I don't put my towel in the dirty laundry.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know.
All the time.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, at least once. I wash them once a week. I don't do any more. I think.
That's a bit better than me.
Okay. Well, there you go. I mean, I
But
used
I also
to not
shower
be
like
that.
twice a week.
Really?
No,
Well, there, that
maybe-
tells us a lot about you too.
Maybe it's 3 times. Okay. What was the most adventurous thing you've done or daring thing you've done?
Most adventurous and daring thing I've done. That's a hard one. I would say that this might be one of the most adventurous and daring things I've ever done. I'm not somebody that really puts myself out there. My Facebook and Instagram, they're pretty low key. I don't post much, so I'm not this type of person. So I think maybe doing this, going back to school after really struggling in college.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I would say those maybe are the most adventurous things I've done. So,
Well,
what about you?
I get to be part of it.
Yeah.
Probably either trying to get into the high fashion modeling industry, which was a disaster, but I'll probably get into that in a different episode. Or last year I moved across the country to California and Colorado.
Yeah.
I'd say that was probably the most daring thing I've done because I did it alone and I drove it all alone. And I did live with a family, but it was kind of scary.
But still, like, you were on your own in a sense, you know, and you didn't have your mom there and stuff, so.
Yeah, it was a big step, and it helped me cope with having alone time and enjoying entertaining myself and not having to have someone always there with me. But yeah, that was mine.
Well, there you go. What is the best Christmas present you've ever received?
Oh my gosh.
Or most memorable?
I don't know.
Really?
Honestly, I can't even remember a lot of the Christmas presents I've gotten. I got Doc Martens, and I wear them, like, every day.
Well, there you go.
That is a boring answer. What's yours?
So my parents got me Pepper, my dog.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
For Christmas. That was a surprise. When I was either a sophomore or junior in high school. So, and my dad was totally against having dogs. So, for him to, like, give in and get me one was a big deal. And then my husband, we, you know, back when we didn't have, like, any money whatsoever, he scraped enough money and got me this necklace. And it has the smallest little diamond in it. But I just love it because I had asked for a nice piece of jewelry for Christmas, just trying to think of something unique and something I didn't have. And so that's what he got me. And my mom got me some nice jewelry as well. But, like, just the fact that he didn't have a lot of money and he found a way to get it.
That's really
sweet. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yours is a better answer than mine.
Well,
I can't think of Christmas gifts.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even think of... That's really bad because I know I've been given great gifts, but...
Yeah, well, it's just... I think my family, the reason it's so memorable is my family makes a production out of it. It's always been like that where... you know, my grandma and my whole family lives in Florida, and it's like you would do Christmas morning, then maybe some people would pop by in the afternoon, then you do Christmas evening. It's just always been a big event. And then when we moved up here, it kind of stopped being that. So it was just like a way to be more grateful for stuff, I guess. So you didn't get to see as many people, so.
How wholesome.
I know.
You should see my family's Christmas.
We need to do, like, a video of your family's Christmas, I feel like.
I don't think so. Okay. My next question for you is, how many boyfriends have you had?
Oh, not many at all. I was a loser. I'd maybe say 2. Besides my husband, 3 if you count him. But I just didn't date around a lot, and...
I thought you only had 2. Like Brandon, and then I can't even remember his name.
We're not going to say his name on air because he was
can't
psychotic.
give away identities.
No identities. No. Well, I don't know if I'd even count one of them. So that's why I was, like, iffy on the number.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm just going to say he was because he did, like... he played me for a fool. He's a player, but it's fine.
I honestly can't remember his name, so...
We'll go over it after the microphones are off.
I'm excited.
What about you?
I've only had one official, like, serious boyfriend, which is my current boyfriend. His name's Adam. But I did have one for, like, a week.
Yeah, I remember
in middle
him.
school, I think.
Was he the... Well, I was going to say, is he the redhead? But you have a thing for redheads, so that could be a number of people.
But... Adam's the only redhead I've ever dated. Oh, you're thinking of... This is a nightmare story. I'll have to tell this later.
This will have to be a different episode. It just reminded me of something now, and I know I'm getting off track here, but do you remember you were telling me about a boy you met at camp, and while describing him, you typed in his name but made it your status? Do you remember doing that?
Yes.
You made his name your status.
This is a tragic turn to that story, but he died.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
That's awful.
Yeah, it's really sad, but I was literally mortified when I did that. And he didn't even give a crap about me.
Oh.
But that was horrifying.
That just was what we did. We were those girls that...
We were super stalkers.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think that everybody goes through a stalker.
Oh, yeah. I think
phase.
to a point, everyone is a stalker. Like,
it'd be weird if you're not, because you might as well stalk someone.
Yeah, I mean, what else do you do late at night?
Yeah, it's your due research, like your duty. Okay, do you have a question?
Okay, what's the last thing you bought on Amazon? Or online shopping, I guess.
Workout gloves, because I've been going to the gym.
There you go.
And I'm getting calluses from the weights, and I got gloves.
Oh, there you go.
I got them today.
Oh, that's exciting.
What about you?
My phone charger crapped out, so I bought a new phone charger on Amazon.
You can't have too many phone chargers.
No.
Okay. Tell me about your high school identity.
In high school, I would identify myself as a nomad. I had friends that were I was pretty quiet in high school, but I had you went to our Bible study. It was such a weird group of friends.
It was very inclusive.
It was. I had anyone from kind of I don't want to say nerds, but like...
For sure nerds,
the nerds, you would call them in high school the nerds. There were some popular people. I mean...
Band kids,
people that played sports, people that did the color guard, people that were... Yeah, it was very, very...
You had LGBTQ people
Yes,
there.
yeah. It was a very, like you said, inclusive group, and that's kind of who I tried to be in high school, and I failed a lot, don't get me wrong, but I kind of just was nice to everyone, and...
You're such a sweetheart.
Thank you. I made friendships out of that. So
yeah, you really did have such a broad group there.
We need to spend an episode talking about Bible study.
I know. I wrote that down because I'm like, there are so many weird things that came out of that Bible study.
Oh my gosh, I know. My poor parents, I think we scarred them for life.
But also, it's important to mention you went to a really big public school.
I think we had like 3,000 to 4,000 people in our high school. And, our church, like me and Maddie said, we went to, it was downtown in, downtown Indianapolis, and we do not live in downtown Indianapolis. So there was like no one from church, either my age, or that like I even could relate to. So that's why we started the Bible study on the South Side. So we got to do an episode about that, because that was wild.
We have some story times from that era.
What about you? What was your identity in high school?
Well, I went to a very small private school all of my life, pretty much. So from first grade till middle school, I had 11 kids in my class.
That is crazy.
And then in high school, we had around 36 that I graduated with. I gotta hit my mouse real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, make sure we're recording. Okay, so, yeah, I was not super outgoing in high school. Even though I have the ability to be, I just kind of kept to myself, and I started dating Adam before my junior year. So after that, I kind of cut myself off. I mean, I still had friends, and we won homecoming king and queen somehow. And he was really popular and nice and sweet. And he was really smart, so he had a lot of friends. I think he had more to do with that than I did. But I don't know. I remember I tried to be kind of a weirdo. Like, I intentionally sat at the weirdo kids' table because like I wanted to be friends with them. And it was like kind of torturing myself because I wasn't interested in what they were interested in. Yeah. I just wanted to branch out. And then I always got along. I'm like one of those girls who's always like, I got along better with boys than girls. But I just did. I was like more bro-y. I just thought their humor was more funny. And I thought pranking or messing with people was funny. So, yeah, I'd say I was kind of quiet and reserved. Yeah.
We were both kind of pretty quiet people, but once we were together, we were like loud and crazy.
Yeah, we would like
Our
go
weird selves.
crazy.
Yes, for sure.
I mean, we danced so much,
Mm-hmm.
and we're not good dancers.
No. We'll have to do a segment on that.
Maybe we can perform.
Oh, maybe. You never know. So next question, how long does it take for you to get ready in the morning?
Well, I get up an hour before my shift starts at work, and I get ready for maybe 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm. About 20, so
Yeah.
that's funny.
I just put concealer on
Mm-hmm.
and line my lips, and that's it.
Yeah.
Well, I brush my teeth and all
Well,
that
I would
stuff.
hope so, yeah.
But yeah, not long.
Well, there you go. Oh, you have the next question.
Oh, okay. What was your first and or worst job?
So, my first job was your first job.
Mm-hmm.
So, we worked at a kids' arcade, and I started there when I was 16 or 17. I can't quite remember.
Family fun park.
Yeah, it's a family fun park, not an arcade. And I worked there 3 or 4 years.
You worked there forever.
I worked there for a while, through college, and then I worked at a call center, and that was probably my worst job after
You
that.
did?
Yeah.
I did too.
Oh, I hated it.
It was bad.
Yeah.
I got fired from there.
I know. So was that your worst job than the call center?
Actually, no. Like, it wasn't bad until I got fired, which is kind of a funny story. But my worst job was probably that. We can say the name, right?
Mhm.
Great Times?
Yeah,
It's
I
called
think
Great
so.
Times. It's in Beech Grove. But, yeah, $7.25 an hour. You're cleaning up piss in the ball pit. Finding
poop in there
cigarettes.
once, yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of bodily fluids for minimum
Mhm.
wage as a 16-year-old. And people who were just so rude.
Yeah, it kind of got bad.
Well, we both worked parties
Mhm.
briefly.
Yeah.
I tried to get trained, and I think I quit before I finished that.
Yeah.
And you didn't get tipped at all, and you were cleaning up after 30 kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was rough.
Or Hollister. I worked at Hollister for half a second. That was really bad.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't imagine working.
Retail is awful.
No, yeah. I couldn't do it.
Your turn.
What's your favorite Taylor Swift song and why?
I always come back to 2. I really love Last Kiss.
I like that
It's
one
just so slow. I get such vivid images in my head to that song.
too. Mm-hmm.
Or Clean. I really like Clean.
Yeah.
Off of 1989. And I
That's a good
saw
one.
that in concert, and it blew my mind.
Really?
Yes. It was so good.
Wow.
What about you?
Man, she has so many good ones. I'm trying to think here. I really, really like, I lost the name of it.
How's it go?
All Too Well. I love All Too Well.
Okay.
That's a good one. And then I loved the song, How You Get the Girl. It's not a very popular one, but
I don't know that one.
It's for me, I just loved it. And then off her new album, I love Willow. And I know you love Gold Rush.
I love Gold Rush. I was not super impressed with the new album.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought it was like, the extras off of, what was it called? Folklore.
Yeah.
It just sounded like extras that she
Mhm.
had, which I'm sure it probably was in a sense. I thought Folklore was really good, but I think 1989 is my favorite album of hers.
Yeah, she did a really good 1989. And then I like the Reputation album a lot,
I do too.
I love the song Gorgeous off that one. I think that one was
I
so...
sing that all the time
Yes.
to Adam
Aw.
because he's
How
so
romantic.
gorgeous. Okay, it's my turn, right?
Mhm.
What do you order at Starbucks?
Venti, pink drink, light ice, no strawberries.
Even in the winter?
In the winter, so they have this caramel apple spice drink, and it's really good. So sometimes I'll order that. You can't go wrong looking at Christmas lights, ordering hot chocolate either from there.
I
So-
find their hot chocolate is lackluster.
Really?
I don't know. It just doesn't taste enough like chocolate to me.
See, and sometimes I think mine's overly chocolatey. That's weird. So what about you? What do you order from Starbucks?
Well, recently I've been getting a soy honey flat white.
You sound fancy.
It's a grande. I get it in grande.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I kind of like to try new stuff from there.
Yeah.
I don't drink Starbucks that much.
Yeah, I'm not a big coffee drinker, so I have to get the non-coffee drinks.
I love coffee.
Mhm.
I get coffee every day at my job, so
Yeah,
I don't
kinda over
really.
it.
Yeah. Your turn.
Who's the most influential or inspiring person in your life?
My mom.
Aww.
What a basic answer. Yeah, I was basically adopted, just so the listeners know.
Mm-hmm.
But she's just very inspiring. She gives me great advice, and I love her to death.
Dawn is awesome.
Yeah,
I have to interview Dawn.
I call her Dawn. So if I ever refer to my mom,
it's Dawn.
It's Dawn. But sometimes I'll talk about my birth mom. So I don't know. We'll worry about that later. What about you?
The most influential and inspiring person in my life. I don't know, because I feel like so many people inspire me in different ways. But I think it's actually my dad.
He's very amazing.
Yeah, he's been through it, honestly, and to come out of what he's had to come out of is really, really just neat to hear. And, you know, if we ever interview him, he'll kind of explain, but his, like, 2 best friends died, and he kind of just hated God for it. And he came out of it and became a really just great Christian man and a children's pastor. So he just was definitely an inspiring person in my life and keeps me on track, too.
He is the freaking best. I mean, he was like a second dad to me.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, more like my first dad when I was younger. I think we should definitely interview him. He'd have a very interesting story.
Oh, yeah. His story's amazing.
Yeah. My turn, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who's your celebrity crush?
Nick Jonas.
No. Why?
I love Nick Jonas. Okay. I love a lot of people. I'm just going to name a few. Okay. Nick Jonas, Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr. I love Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, an older man.
I love...
Is he a DILF?
For sure. And I lost my Tom Holland.
Tom Holland, he's redhead, right?
No, he's the guy that plays Spider-Man in the new Spider-Man
he's young.
movies. Yeah, he's adorable, I think. I just love a lot of people. I don't even know. Yours
are basic.
Mine are basic, and they're Avengers. I think it's just like watching them be heroes, just, you know.
Becca and I are so different. But we're both so basic.
It's so different.
I hate the Avengers.
So basic. Who are yours?
Right now, John Mayer, but he's been one for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
We have the same birthday, too. So we could celebrate that on the same day. Mm-hmm. But obviously I'm with Adam. So anyway, John Mayer, who else? James Franco. I think his smile is so pretty. I like dark hair usually. So, yeah, those are my top 2.
Did you ever watch The Vampire Diaries?
I started it, and I have gotten, like, through the first 10 episodes.
I love Paul Wesley, the guy that plays Stefan. He's very adorable.
Handsome.
I mean, really, any of those actors are very handsome. Once you get later on, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's like, yeah, it's nice.
I need to continue it.
Do you remember Twilight?
I've been obsessed with Twilight recently.
So, have you seen, like, everyone's now, like, in love with Charlie? The guy that played Charlie? I forgot his name.
No.
With the mustache.
Actually,
it's a thing.
What's his name? Robert Pattinson. Okay, I'm claiming him as my third crush because I think he's really gorgeous. He seems like a jackass sometimes, but...
Yeah, well, I didn't like him in the Twilight movies as much because I think playing that role, though, he had to be, like, kind of creepy.
And he hated it.
Yeah, but I loved him, like, in Harry Potter when he played...
Oh, my God.
I know, I'm sorry.
I haven't seen all the Harry Potters either.
Oh, see, we gotta get you.
I know a lot more about... I don't know... other movies? I don't know about the Avengers.
Or Harry Potter. At least you know Twilight.
I know Twilight, and that's only a recent development.
Yeah. What song's on repeat right now for you?
It's called Hoops. Let me look. What's yours? Do you know yours?
Mm-hmm.
What's yours called?
Wonder. Have you heard that by Shawn Mendes?
Oh my gosh.
I love that song. Do you not like it?
Shawn Mendes is a no.
Oh, no. Oh, gosh.
I swear I'm not this negative. I think you just like everything I don't like.
That's what's going to make this interesting. Right?
Actually, I really like... I've been listening to Cupid's Chokehold by Gym Class Heroes, which is... Take a look at my girlfriend, she's the only one I got. Da-da-da-da. You know that song?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been on there.
Okay. Your turn.
Oh. This is probably my last question because I eliminated some of them.
Okay.
What is your worst habit and what's your guilty pleasure?
My worst habit is I pick at my nails a lot.
As you're doing right now.
Yeah. I pick at my nails a lot, and then my guilty pleasure. I don't know. I don't know if I have anything that I'm like, oh, Bachelor.
That's
The Bachelor.
Mine. That's mine.
Yours?
Yeah.
The Bachelor, for sure. I also like 90 Day Fiancé.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I love watching YouTube videos about 90 Day Fiancé.
Have you seen the Pillow Talk episodes?
Yes, I watch those occasionally with
those.
Dawn, and they're very entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, The Bachelor is definitely my guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
And my worst habit is picking my face and my acne.
Yeah. That's easy to do, though.
Yeah, it's kind of a problem. I have to wear gloves at night.
Oh my gosh.
While I watch TV, because it's like an
You'll
issue.
just pick, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this last question for you. Okay. If I was a genie in a bottle, baby. Like the song? Okay. That's not funny. What would your 3 wishes be if you could ask for 3? And no, you can't ask for more wishes. Or
What song is that?
Oh my gosh, you're so young.
Who sings it?
We'll play it.
I'm only 2 years younger than you.
We need to play it at the end of this episode. That's gonna be our catch.
But we're gonna get a copyright.
Oh, well, we'll work that out later. Maybe not. Just look it up on YouTube. Okay, so anyway, if I was a genie in a bottle, what would your 3 wishes be?
I'd wish for world peace.
World peace?
And...
See, I'd be selfish.
This is too hard. I don't know. I haven't thought about this much.
I'd find a way
Can they all be selfish, or do they have to be like actual?
Make them selfish for sure.
Because I feel like if I had the option, I'd have to do morally good things.
Yeah.
But if it's for me, I'd wish just for enough money that I wouldn't have to work and could do whatever I want. Obviously, I think that would be like everyone's wish. I would wish for good health for my whole life. And I'd wish, I don't know, that all of my loved ones would live really long.
Yeah.
I think that'd be it.
There you go.
What about you?
I would probably same with the money, like, and where I wouldn't, but just a way of not having to work would be fabulous. Just to do things that I enjoy rather than spending all my energy at work.
Yeah.
I would wish for what else? I don't know. This is a hard question. I came up with it. I would wish for the ability to be what's the word? Be like a good communicator and listener, because I feel like that's where I really struggle is I talk but I don't listen. So I'd probably wish for that so then I could stop annoying my husband.
You seem like a good listener to me.
Really?
But I don't live with you, so.
Yeah, well, my problem is sometimes I talk before I think and react.
Yeah.
And so that's maybe, and then I would wish for my husband to get a 454 SS truck because he really wants that.
How giving.
Well, I have unlimited funds for me. He needs something, I guess.
That could be part of your money wish.
That's true.
But that's a good answer.
Okay. Awesome. So we need to move on to goals of this podcast.
Yep.
So clearly our goal is to, be able to do this for a while.
Yeah. I would like to stick to a schedule pretty much. My main goal with it is to just entertain both ourselves and whoever decides to listen to this, which may not be anyone for a while. But also, I would like to have interviews on here that are educational somewhat and just learning from other people.
Yeah.
And let me see if I wrote anything else. Yeah, that's really it.
Yeah, that pretty much aligns with mine. It's just to entertain people. We eventually do want to get into answering questions, like if you have a weird relationship scenario, something like that. Just giving really unqualified advice is my goal.
I like that.
Yeah, it's that, and then just having conversations that maybe people shy away from having, but think about, so that kind of thing. But just to have fun, and hopefully our listeners actually enjoy it, maybe turn it on and work and it brightens their day laughing at us,
Yeah.
So that's kind of my goal.
I think that's exactly mine. And then I wanted to just talk a little bit about like why Basic B podcast. Because like we said, we are both very basic. We're different ends of the spectrum, I think.
Yeah.
But I think we have a lot in common with so many people. Like,
yeah,
we obviously like basic things like The Bachelor and TLC, coffee, social media. And I think it's funny how common our names are.
I know.
Today I was looking up like basic bitch stuff, and one is my friend Becca. And I'm like,
that's
I have that.
Yeah.
And also, I think I like the name Basic B because it's safe, and we want to please our parents still.
Yeah.
Even though we're like early to mid 20s.
I know. Well,
and I think that's kind of funny.
I just hope our parents don't listen to it.
Yeah, I'd prefer they not.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be only G-rated, either.
Well, that's the thing is, like, I want to answer, like I said, questions. What if we get, like, a sexual question? I don't want my dad hearing the advice I give other people, so I hope they don't listen, but yeah.
They probably will sneakily listen, but...
Hopefully they just don't talk to us about
my
it.
family is not G-rated at all, so I don't think they'll really care. And I cuss a little bit.
The face you made after you said you cuss a little bit.
I try to hide it, but... to myself, I cuss a lot, and when I'm talking with people I'm super comfy with, I cuss decently. I can never say the F word unless I'm by myself, but...
Interesting.
I would like to... I have a guest in mind who would talk about crazy stuff, like sexual stories. I know who you're talking about. I don't know if you do.
It's not Carolyn?
Oh, no.
Oh.
But this person would cuss up a storm. And I want that to be... kind of welcome, but
absolutely. I don't,
because we are, obviously we've mentioned we grew up in church and have a close-knit conservative family, and I don't really want this podcast to be political at all. I just want it to be like a funny space for people like us or who are entertained by us.
Yeah, for sure.
And also we're from the Midwest, so I think a lot of us share the same values and humor, maybe.
Yeah.
And shared experiences.
For sure.
I feel like I'm talking a lot.
No, you're fine.
Anything you want to add?
No. Did
we cover the Basic B stuff?
I think we did. I think people are going to realize how basic we are as we go on.
Yeah, and also we have, like you said, we're totally unqualified to be having a podcast, which I think is kind of funny that we have one now.
Relatable, yeah.
And also we have literally no following. I have, I think, 600 something followers.
That's more than me.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
It's way less than 1,000. And, a lot of people from my high school don't follow me anymore. We're, just so average.
Yeah.
But we're still important.
It's okay. Yeah. Hey, you never know.
God loves us all.
Yes, for sure. So at the end of every episode, we want to do a misconnection. And so I have one. What is a misconnection? Okay, so a misconnection, by the way, is if on Craigslist, this is a whole section, feel free to read it. It's you literally go Craigslist Indianapolis misconnections. It's like a thing. And like, let's say some guy saw you at Kroger. He could say, hey, you in the clown suit with the red hair. I loved you.
From
and
the
I have a
moment
thing
I saw
for
you.
Yeah, and
Hit me.
I have a thing for clowns. Let's get together. And so if you were in that clown suit, you could find your potential true love.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay. So I do want to preface, we're going to actually do ones that are like that. This one, he didn't actually miss a connection, but he's looking for one, okay? It's called Date for Vegas. Parentheses, doesn't matter. Had someone cancel last minute due to kids. Have a business dinner. Need someone that can play the part and hold a convo. Ooh.
Like an escort.
Pretty much. But still be fun the rest of the time. I'm an indie this weekend. We can hang out in advance to make you more comfortable. Expenses and dress are on me. I'm 41, slim, put together, professional. Prefer 30 to 40. Thin build and clean. Clean people are nice. I'm tested clean.
For STDs?
That's what I'm assuming. It just says I'm tested clean.
Or heroin?
Wait till you hear this next part. I'm tested clean. Let's be honest. We're adults hanging out for 5 days in Vegas. Chances are...
Okay. ... Yeah, that's definitely STDs.
Mm-hmm. Let's chat.
Least he knows what's important.
Right? If there's chemistry, we'll exchange numbers and pics.
What kind of pics?
It just says pics. Maybe...
Foodie pics?
Sure.
Booby pics.
Booty pics. Trip is Wednesday through Monday. All 5-star. You can pool all day on your own. This is serious. Like to get something worked out by early tomorrow and do dinner Saturday to meet. How
Sounds
romantic.
like a good deal. He's a sugar daddy.
I mean, it sounds like you have to do them, but,
But that's not part of the contract.
That's not part of the contract. It's just a little expected.
Yeah, at least he's upfront about it.
Yeah.
But, I would look up that connection if anybody listening here is interested.
Well, yeah, and I mean, you're obviously second pick. Who would want more? The previous woman canceled due to kids. That has to make her feel good that he needs somebody else.
Which also means he's open to women with kids.
Yeah, that's true.
So this could be a potential income opportunity.
Do you think he will be, though? Because she canceled due to her kids. So is he going to be like, I don't want to deal with the kid thing? You never know. But
well, he made it sound like a temporary thing.
Mm-hmm.
But,
well, chances are, ...
That's true.
Forever love is out there.
That was a great misconnection. Thanks for reading that, Becca.
Anytime. We're going to do more from around the U.S. That was just Indy, our home state. So, yeah. Anything else?
I think that wraps up our first podcast.
Wow. Good job.
I'm impressed with us.
I am too.
We'll leave our information in the outro that's coming up, but thank you for listening.
Yes.
And make sure to tune in next week.
That's what I was going to say. We'll see you next week. And hopefully the week after that, and then the week after that.
I'm scared.
Same. We got it.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, it's Becca.
Hey, it's Maddie.
Thank you so much for listening to the Basic Bee podcast.
Follow us on the gram at Basic Bee Pod.
And join our private Facebook group linked in the episode notes.
Be sure to catch our next episode and leave us a nice review.
Until then, stay basic.
Bye, bees.